A tiny track with a big set of shoes to fill at Martinsville. It's probably one of the shortest roller coaster road-ish oval courses that actually has curves. Look at them. They're right there. Look at them. But the one thing that will become very apparent very quickly is just how short this track is. 17 drivers competing today for the European Sportsman Series. Correction, 18, as Hackenshit has just joined the session. But it's 18 cars around a very tiny track. I mean, just 0.8 of a kilometer in length, just about half a mile. At an altitude of 222 meters above sea level, and the current time in sim is just 5 minutes to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Partially cloudy with a 4-kilometer wind to the north. Of course, 28 degrees track temperature. It's going to change once it gets to the heats, which will determine qualifying, and then the race will determine who wins. But main thing is, how much can you sort out? Especially given the fact that a lot of these drivers will not be fully aware of how wide these cars are. I mean, if we just take another look at it, some big cars. These are as probably everybody knows apart from myself, these are considered the late model cars known as the Monte Carlo. I don't know why they call it the Monte Carlo SS, but there you go. But I know why they call it the Monte Carlo, because... Oh, Craig, yes, tell me why they are.
Because that's the manufacturer they got. Simple as, you get different ones for the for the late models, but yeah, these are the Monte Carlo brand. But yeah, you can get Ford ones, you can get Toyota ones. In fact, because there's no stamp on this, you can put whatever you want on this. I've seen a Mitsubishi Evo late model.
A Mitsubishi.
These are, yeah. Now you gotta remember,
Excuse
these
me,
are the.
what?
Yep, I know. Mind you, I have a Nissan GTR Arca car, so regardless, these are upwards of 600 brake horsepower. These are a custom-built chassis, as you can imagine. These are similar to the same things you would see on the dirt sprint scene, but they're a little bit higher up. They've got a little bit more aero. These things, they don't really have the aero. You'll see a lot of sliding, which is interesting because if you're used to the cup cars, they're kind of planted around here. I call this the closest thing an oval gets to road racing for NASCAR. Okay, IndyCar drivers, don't worry. I'm not going to take away your weather tech. Okay, your worldwide technology, sorry. Not going to take that away from you. I love this track, Rob. You have no idea how much I love this track, okay? I love it. I love Martinsville. Welcome to the paperclip.
Oh, this is what I can understand why they call it paperclip, because it's a paperclip in the rest of the tracks that actually would be used to drive. Yeah, Martinsville for me is the embodiment of why I don't want to do oval racing, because it's tight. It is exceptionally hard to pass. The banking doesn't help. I mean, the Coliseum.
What banking?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. There is no banking, so you can't really make any moves. You know. At least I don't think so. Especially with a track as tight as it is.
Fresh tires, better launch. It's all about setting yourself up for the run. Two wides usually happen down here, but you've got to make sure you get the inside. If you're on the outside, on a restart more than anything, you get caught on the outside on a restart, goodbye 5 places. Thankfully, with the smaller field today, we shouldn't have that much of an issue on restarts because, let's be brutally honest, Rob's right. Everybody knows the issues with NASCAR races here on iRacing on this track. Chaos at the first lap or two of a restart or a start of a race because people get too hot and want to make up the spots fast. Patience, young Padawan. 200 laps around here. It sounds a lot. It isn't a lot, if I'm brutally honest. You should just wait your time. And one thing we've got to mention, Rob, they only have 3 sets of tyres in the main race.
And while we are aware of somebody who's actually done... He actually did a run to the end in the International. We're expecting that not to be the case unless there are cautions to help. because he spluttered over the line as he was doing it, as he was doing his attempt. So I mean, he did it. Fair play to him, but I wouldn't want to.
I've always wanted to do a no stopper. Always wanted to do a no stopper.
Yeah, but how? On a track like this, you'd be crazy. Anyways, we're going to be crazy with them. We're going to watch them do the 2 heats into the main, and it is going to be a bit of a conundrum because, well, you don't want to start last. But who is going to start us off? Now, we do have the... we have the qualifying. Sorry, we have qualifying starting off first. I forgot that was... Wait. What happened to
qualify? Now you qualify to decide who goes in what heat.
I see.
Fastest goes in heat 1. Second fastest goes in heat 2, and rinse and then, repeat.
Yeah.
By the way, today's charity is Stack Up. Now, Stack Up sounds amazing, and then when you realise what it's for, it is that their slogan: "Veterans are a mission, gaming is our passion." They are a charity promoting positive mental health through gaming, which actually does sound really cool. I like the idea, especially when you think a lot of these guys sim racers. Think about that. Sim racing. You know, sim racing is a place for positive mental health. I mean, I wouldn't say at Martinsville.
No,
remember how I said
Martinsville is the equivalent of all my leave now.
Well, Alexander Olsen's already spun. He'll have to go around. They have 4 laps, by the way. They have 4 laps. Look at him! Look at him! Save it! Lovely save. Lovely save by Jan.
Camera's doing the thing again. Oh no.
Camera's doing the twitch. By the way, I was saying one thing I don't miss when doing races here at Martinsville is the whole issue of the voice chat. People get very frustrated. Very frustrated, and I think we had another spinner as well. These cars just don't have that grip.
We have the free floating camera. By the way, the lap times around here, we are expecting them to be... Garen Batten having a bit of a slide, and I think he's upset.
I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Edward Shelley, by the way, had a drop, so not sure if he'll be able to come back in time. He might miss out on the heats. I'll wait and see what happens there. That's a shame with technical issues.
Oh, is it actually technical issues?
I'm gonna guess it was technical issues.
Where's our boy, by the way? Where's our boy? Where is he? Where's not a cult at?
Oh, I think he's in the pits.
Oh, there he is. There he is. There's not a cult. Yeah. So a few weeks ago we were talking about this. He had something on his car and it was just not a cult. No, it's not a cult, and baby metal is right there. But it's not a cult. We swear it's not a cult. 100% not a cult. Don't worry about it. You know, you don't need to call your police. But he's also doing laps around now. I think most people actually have set a lap except for Shelley. Shelley,
yeah,
as we previously mentioned, has hardware issues, so he is not going to be able to participate in the qualifying whatsoever. But at the very least, he'll be able to suss things out once we get going. Now, Boomsma tops the charts with a 20.088. So just, it's nearly a 6 difference to 20 seconds. So we'll actually just go over them very quickly, just so you guys can see what we're looking at now. So for qualifying, these are your highlights. Boomsma with the 20.088 with Garen Batten in second, Sean Brown third, Olsen in fourth, Blomqvist in fifth, Strumberg in sixth, and then we go up, Kenneth Reeder in seventh, Begert in eighth, Hakan Schutt in ninth, Gantz in 10th. 11th is Stefan Wong, Daniel Holmer in 12th, Guy Thomas in 13th, Andy Morel in 14th, then William Dietrich Halto 15th, Matthew Hogg, as we said before, correction, Michael Hogg is in 16th, and Jan Brony is in 17th. Of course, Edward Shelley not able to qualify due to his technical issues, but
he's back.
Yeah. Wait, who's back? Oh, Shelley is.
He's back, but he won't get time to set a lap. Unfortunately, it's a 5-minute quali.
I love how Hotto's car, like all these images, and Andy Morel's looks like they have neon underneath them. Like if you go through them, like the rest of them look fine, but then it's just like, oh, neon. I didn't know this was here, but I will say the NRG won too. So they'll be leading both splits of the heat.
No, it isn't. It isn't an NRG 1-2 because Garen Batten. Sorry, yes, I thought it was Daniel Homer. Sorry, no, excuse me.
You want to retract? Yeah, sorry. You want to retract your statement?
I retract my statement because Brian Boomsma is leading the championship, 98 points ahead of Daniel Homer, and 106 points ahead of Alexander Vegut. Then 111 points behind his teammate Garen Batten, and 167 points ahead of Edward Shelley. So that whole Canada race kind of changed everything a bit, would you say?
Yeah, it did, yeah. By the way, the prospective time for this race, by the way, for 25 laps, is going to be 8 minutes long.
25 laps, and of course, it will be the drivers in the even numbers. The odd numbers.
From Tommy from MRG, he said Shelley's quali froze and he couldn't press the button.
Oh no! I've had that.
Well, we do have our first heat, by the way. We do have our first heat. The 9 cars are lined up are Boomsma, Brown, Blankfist, Reeder, Schutt, Vong, Thomas, Hotto, and Jan Brony. So those are your 9 for the first heat. Now, we know that everybody will be carried forward, so this will only dictate where they end up in terms of positions for the start of the race. They'll lead themselves around, and we'll just go to our laps. If I can get them. There we go. There's our laps. And it's going to be 25 laps, and it's going to be very quick, simply because, this track, while I wouldn't like it whatsoever, you can still, you get around here very quickly. It only takes 20 seconds to get around. I mean, that's 3 laps. I was about to say twee, and I said, oh man, not again.
And don't forget as well, it is also 2 formation laps, and for the first time on Raidillon TV, the restart zone.
Yes, so on the inside wall of the start-finish straight will be a wall that has Geico sponsoring on it. These are now enforced. You cannot restart willy-nilly. You have to restart within the zone. The leader has to be respectful of the other drivers and not do what is typical on iRacing. Yeah, and hold. Yeah.
You hold now. I think you even have to hold past the zone. You've got to wait for the green flag. But the leader controls all the race starts as Brian Boones will be going. We're going to see our debut. Brown's going to be careful. Any overtaking does result in a green flag. Green flag goes off. And it's going to be Boomsma and Brown to the first corner. Around they go. And Brown keeps it safe. You don't want to be too aggressive here if you're the front 2 guys. Behind them, though, it's going to be chaotic.
Yeah, closing it in. That was Brown. Oh, Brown going on the inside. Oh, no. We've had our first accident. But, caution's flying already. Oh, that's the car 41. The car 41 of Kenneth Reeder. Oh, my goodness. Getting ejected. Back onto the track. Let's have a look at this. Now, this one's kind of, really bad news for poor Kenneth Reeder. He didn't really have anywhere to go. Around the outside. Having to hold up, but nobody behind checked up in time. The car 85, that's Stefan Wong not checking up hard enough. And he
carry the 5.
Yeah. Carry the 5.
I'm also curious though what happened with that incident, because at the front, was it just a case of it was just a case of Boomsma started turning into the corner, not fully clear.
And Brown was just like, I am a cent on the inside.
So now here's an interesting thing. They do get a fast repair in the race. This is all one session. They don't get fast repair in the heat and a fast repair in the race, do they? If they use a fast repair now, that's it. Yeah. So they can't, for the likes of Kenneth, who took quite a hit, he's going to have to ride that damage.
No, they do get a new car in between sessions.
Oh, yeah, a new car, yeah.
So if you wreck your car, Jesus Christ, that front left suspension is not looking happy. And what's even worse is the pits are closed, so you can't come in. But I mean, look at the front end of his car. It really does not look good. And the rear right and the rear left both are due for some TLC. Tender love and not getting bashed against the wall.
tender-loving car parts.
Yeah, tender loving car parts, of course. But yeah, and the one thing is that it's Brown. I think he's not part. Yeah, he's independent actually, isn't he? He's not part of anything.
I thought Sean. I did not get those notes up today. I felt really bad about that. But no, Brown is independent. You are correct.
Yeah, so he's leading NRG and Bright Esports, the Blankfist and Hackenschütt in this split. So you'll have Shelley, and I think, I forgot the other name at the top of my head, but you'll have 2 and 2. No, sorry, you have 2 NRGs. You have Gary Thomas. Sorry, I just saw the NRG plates on there.
Yes. It's you're right. Yeah, and then you got an epic
in the internal battle this year for European Sportsman. Who's going to win?
Bright or NRG? Ooh. Ooh. Could not tell you. We know Bright is currently leading the charge. The pace car comes in. Brown's going to go for this start. Green flag goes, and they're keeping single file. I think that's actually the rules. Single file restart, and there is a car round the back, and it's Stefan Wong. He's got the damage. He's just going to survive.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at Stefan Wong's car. Going to let Kenneth Reader by, and Kenneth Reader, while he does have suspension damage, I would imagine he has suspension damage to the front right. He's not going to let it keep him down. He's going to try and keep hustling his way back towards the top, and is challenging Ambroni for 7th place. Meanwhile, in the middle and going towards the front, we have Hackenschütt drifting away just a smidgen from Daniel Blankfist, but Boomsma charging back forward towards Sean Brown. Remember, Brown, we saw on the cameras that Brown had just probably a little bit too much of the foot to the pedal and just tried to put it in, but unfortunately it was always going to be a gap that was diminishing. And of course, we saw what exactly happened afterwards. Now, just keep an eye on the lap counter. It'll go by very quickly. You'll probably only see us going up by laps of 10, because I mean, that's, you know, it'll be us saying, oh, it's lap 9. Oh, now it's lap 10. Oh, now it's lap 11, and we won't be able to.
Oh, Reader! Woo!
Oh, did he?
Kenneth Reader going some deja vu and surviving a little drift here, but he's lost out. He's lost a couple places because of it. Look at this. Gets on the throttle too early.
Oh, well. Yeah, Tokyo drifts in a NASCAR. Not very recommended, but he does keep it.
Holds on, but he was trying to make a charge on Yambroni. He could not make it. Now you start to see the gaps are starting to extend between these 9 drivers. The back is Kenneth Reader 6 seconds behind to the front pair. And when you think, oh, they're only lapping 3/10 slower, that doesn't sound a lot. They're only lapping 3/10 slower on a 20-second lap.
Yeah, so that's the equivalent.
Bit of a difference.
Like if you extrapolate that, if you extrapolate that to a lap that's about a minute, which would be the Red Bull Ring in a very fast car, that's so that 3 or 4 tenths turns into
a second.
Yeah, well, more than that, it turns into like a second and a half. Especially at the 4/10 mark, you'll be looking at 1.2 seconds off the pace, which is pretty big. And I mean, the gap speaks for themselves. I mean, Kenneth Reader is 6 seconds behind the leader, which is Brown right now at the moment, pink car. And we're looking at Boomsma, who's also trying his best to at the very least get some, you know, just I think he wants to just ever so closer.
Well, Gary Thomas and Wolf Dietrich Hoto are having a little bit of a battle. Gary Thomas made the move, but he allowed an over-under for Wolf Dietrich Hoto, and Wolf Dietrich is going to retake that position and still retains the inside. There is still overlap there. Going to be tough for Gary Thomas to make that around. He just climbs.
It's tight.
Yeah, it is tight. He slots back in. He's now going to go for the over-under. This is some fun little battling between these two. And into the corner he goes. He goes a little bit hard. That is a push. That is a push out. It's not a what's it called? A push job or a, bump and run. He slide job there. And Wolf Dietrich loses another spot there to Jan Brony. But that allows Kenneth Reader to slowly make the moves. But 10 laps to go. Gotta be doing something quick.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like heats and dirt. I mean, you're out there, you do your dirt for heats, and it's done. Oh, I didn't know that. And for these guys, it's actually going to be very, very challenging to even move up. As I said before the race, you know, well, I think I said it to myself more than anything else. The problem is that this track is quite
it's narrow.
tight. Yeah,
it's narrow.
Way too tight.
Quick straight.
It'd be way too tight for my liking. As we see, that is Kenneth Reader on the inside of Walt Dietrich also trying to get another position. Oh, massively done. Oh, a little bit of a touch there, a little bit of argy-bargy as they go through. Remember, these cars are kind of, well, not necessarily set up for it, but they do know how to take a little bit of a beating. As you can see, I mean, they're still driving in a straight line.
Oh, they're driving! Wolf Dietrich with a little tap! And there's no caution. No caution. But that was a bit of a tap on the back there of Wolf Dietrich. You think he got tapped a little bit from Jan Brony. Not Jan Brony, so it's Stefan Wong.
Yeah, that was quite the
doing
hit.
A great job to survive that.
Yeah, that was quite the hit. Yeah, that was hard in a mouse moment. But I think the reason why he didn't go for a caution was because he still had enough speed to keep going, and he was pointed immediately back the right way. Which not what Kenneth Reader.
He was also on the racing line.
Yeah. Kenneth Reader would have not necessarily wanted that to happen, but unfortunately, this track, you have to get it right, or it's good luck to you, you know.
Reader's in trouble though, because remember he qualified. He would have been car number 4 here. He's down to 8th. That's going to put him on the second last row. And he has the pace. We can see it. He has the pace to be up in the midfield. And he's going to have a very tough time. Well, first of all, he's going to rely on some caution to get him back up the field. Second of all, he has to rely on not to lose out on time here. And he's going to be pushing hard at the start of the feature race. So it'll be interesting to see what he does, if anything. He's even look at him. He's right back on the back of Wolf Dietrich Hotel. He is now with 4 laps to go. He's trying.
No,
he's trying hard. 3 or 4 laps to go.
Yeah, 3 laps to go. Yeah, and it's going to be 2 laps to go here in a second. Oh! Just a bit of a shove on the rear end. Just get a replay of that. Goodness, there we go. What happened here? I think he was just trying to get on the inside line. Oh! Yeah, just a little bit of a tap. Bit difference of speed there, I think.
Now, Boomsma, we got to keep an eye on the lead battle because Boomsma is caught up to the back of Brown here, but they are on the final lap. Is he going to be able to make any moves here? He's going to try to the inside. There's a small gap there. He does make it. And side by side, they bang, they touch, they hit. To the inside they go. This is big. A little bit of a slide job there. Has he opened up? He spun around. And he spun around. And now he gets Blomqvist P2. Can he get it in time? I don't think he can. There's chaos. He's lost another spot. Is he going to lose more? Brown may go all the way down. He is.
Yes,
he's going to finish 5th.
No, he finished. Yeah, he finished 5th. Oh. Oh, dearie me. I don't know if I'll be able to get a replay of that. I know I will. Just about.
He pushed too hard.
No, never mind. No, never mind.
Nope.
No, Harrison said no.
Nope.
But that was heat 1. Jeepers creepers. Let me see if I can get the results for that. Just.
Don't think you can, but I can run it down. It's.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. Wow. I'm sorry, I was just listening to Brian Boomsma on the radio. Interesting.
Did he have
Brian
some choice words?
Brian Boomsma won the first heat. Daniel Blomqvist P2. Hackenschut will be 3rd. Gary Thomas 4th. Sean Brown 5th. Jan Brody 6th. Kenneth Reader 7th. Stefan Wong 8th. Walter Dakota is 9th.
I'd like to point out one person, by the way. Wegger, why do you have that much iRating in your ear? Oh, excuse me. My voice cracked. I think
Sorry.
I think he's quite close.
Your voice cracking.
Thank you. I find it funny that like I'm pretty sure Wegert would actually be very close to qualifying for Euro Pro with that iRating. He's got 3,400. But I was actually wrong. Bright Esports has 4 drivers in the split. In the seat. And there's only 2 that are not. So Shelley, and I think it's Batten is the other one. Is the other car. It is Batten, that's the other car. and they're going to be leading around. So Garen Batten's going to be leading this one. So it's NRG 1-2, as I said, on the front row. As they stay as they are, yes, it will. But remember, Bright Esports is out in force, ready to, as you can see on the side of the car, overpower NRG.
Oh my god, look at it. It reminds me of that meme, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, not a cult, by the way. Not a cult. Not a cult. You know, just so you are aware, it's not a cult, I swear. 100%. But as we get ready to get going again, just be careful, as we remember, it was very argy-bargy as they went through. So it'll be very, very, very hard to keep it on the straight and narrow if you get it wrong. Right on TV, the only corner you need. We're getting ready for Heat 2 for the Virginia is for Lovers 300, or for the Virginia is for Majors 300. And this is Heat 2. Off we go in 3, 2, 1. Start zone. And green flag.
You got that pretty on point almost. Just a half second off that, you could see straight away. Garen Batten goes, whoop, 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 whoop,
yeah, he needs to run away.
Get out of the way.
Yeah,
and Stromberg does take Pete in.
Yeah, he needs to get away as quickly. Like yes, I do. Oh, dearie me. But the problem is he has...
Oh, hang on, free wide. Hold on, free wide.
Whoa,
this is going to be dicey. Ooh. And you can see the 38 of Christian Gans was like, I don't know what to be this. And then contact between the drivers. And the 9 goes around. That could be a caution in his.
Trouble. Oh, trouble.
Trouble. Let's see what happened. That's Andy. It's the number 9 of Andy Morrell. It is very tight.
You can just see there in the front there. That's the car number 38. I mean, he had nowhere to go and kind of just did that. He did recover it. The car number 34.
I think Andy, he checked up and then tried to make a panic move because he realized, and speed difference was, Yeah,
unfortunately, just in the heat of the moment. Yeah, he kind of... Andy, I think, is toast. And I wish I was joking about that. There is smoke coming out of the back of that car. And his engine
go boom.
Yeah, his engine just exploded.
So, Andy, if you're listening, don't take the fast repair.
Yeah, don't take the fast repair, Andy. Just sit the sun out. You'll be grand. You'll be grand. No, you won't. You'll be grand. No, he didn't take the fast repair. He just
sit.
No, he took the fast repair. Uh-oh. Yeah, Yeah, he took the fast repair.
Oh, dear.
I don't even need to look at it.
Okay.
Unless they have a fast repair for each race session, which would make sense.
I don't know how it works, actually.
We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to find out.
If somebody knows, please let me know. I actually don't know what happens in that situation. Do you? You know?
Well, we do know what happens in this situation. There's 3. There
we go. Each race gets a fast repair. There we go.
Okay, fair enough. I will say this for Garen Batten, he really did not want that to happen because he's now got Bright Esports back and Tommy from MNRG also plugging us with the messages, with the good stuff, the good information. But Bright Esports has got 3 cars primed and ready behind the poor NRG car of Garen Batten, as he's now not wanting to get absolutely smelted away. And if he gets a good restart, he'll be fine. But remember, he can still get, attacked into turn 1. And there's 3 of them, so the 3 of them will try and cooperate. He's essentially on his own. His teammate, Edward Shelley, he's at the back right now with a heck of a lot of damage. That is one very damaged car. I think he has to... he's going to try and probably keep it going and just not, wait for it. Oh, green flag.
Oh, green flag. And did somebody get a mischief there? Is that going to be a black flag for somebody? You're going to have to keep an eye out there. That was Christian Gans with a little bit of a mischief. No black flag. I think it was a pass around the outside. Teammate 15 and at the 11. That's Alexander Vega and Daniel Holmer, and also you've got the 12 now getting in there. Alexander Olsen, little bit of a tap there, and the teammate may go 3 wide, not going to go 3 wide. Stay free 2 wide.
Oh, a little bit of a slam of the door from Vega. They need to cooperate. They can't be doing this because they've just let everybody else go. Look at Stromberg, 8/10 up already. Look at. Oh my goodness, yeah, that is Stromberg. And then look at Garen Batten. He's running away.
He is literally getting out of there. And this fighting by the Bright Esports drivers is helping the NRG man. This is what he wants to see. He's added the slipstream. Yes, there is slipstream here. He's added the slipstream. He is now pulling ahead. He did the fastest lap so far. Last lap. What's he going to do this time? It's a 20. It's another fast lap. It's a 20. It's under 20.5 now. He continues to push. That gap is pulling away. Daniel Holmer goes faster. Nothing else happening around the back. You got to think of your Andy Morrell right now. I'm just going to play it safe. I haven't got another fast repair for this race.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do apart from just playing it safe?
Yeah, you've got a point. This is going really fast, by the way. We're already on lap 11 of 25. As ring around the rosy they go again. Batten leads on. I don't think we're going to see anything. The closest thing at the moment is at the back with Edward Shelley trying to battle Christian Gant at the back of that field. He got close when he got into the corner. He gets a little bit more apex speed. And then that's it. By the way, Rob, we see all this damage and we think, that's bad. Where's the aero? You don't need aero here. So this is one of those tracks where if you get hit in the rear, it doesn't matter. If you get hit hard in the front. It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I would have said that aero does actually matter.
No, not in a short track. No.
Well, you need it for...
Doesn't.
You need it for...
What do you need it for? What aerodynamic is to get top speed? How fast are they going, Rob?
I clocked them at 174 kilometers an hour, which is about 110 miles an hour.
But are you going to be using aerodynamics to make an overtake here?
No, what you're going to be using aerodynamics is to make sure that you make the corner.
No, you're not. These cars don't have aerodynamics to make a corner. Yeah, meanwhile, there is a Bright Esport to 14. Vegas come wide. He's lost 2 positions. He may lose a third if Stromberg gets through. And he doesn't.
Yeah, that's not Vega though. That was Stromberg that went wide.
Oh, Stromberg. I thought it was Vega.
No, Vega undercut him after he went wide. So Vega is now the one pushing. He's in third. Though to be fair, they do have ground effect. At least a little bit of a commodicum of ground effect. Even though they're not really a floor that to speak of, they would still have at least a little bit of ground effect. And if you like the amount of overhang they have, I presume that they would have just a little bit. And I mean, some aero is better than none, or stuff that makes the car very draggy.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yes, I mean, I'm going to go to like all I just know that when I do these short track races and there's some damage, nobody takes the repairs because you don't need them.
I mean, unless your engine's about to explode.
Oh yeah, unless you've got engine damage, yeah, you get the hell in them. In fact, actually, you know how you can always check if your engine's damaged by what it's idling at, the RPM.
Yeah.
If you've got about 100 RPM down, it doesn't matter. You can still go. Because you're not getting all the way to the top speed, so you're not running that risk. It's an interesting mechanic. Not mechanic, it's an interesting thing. So sometimes the most extreme damage is not the one to get repaired on a short track. So we may see that here once people start using those fast repairs up or something. You can still drive around with a broken engine, provided that engine isn't overheating and about to self-combust.
Which, as Andy Morrell proved, yes, you can have that.
Or, you grenade the gearbox.
Yeah, if you do the... Oh, by the way, caution.
Oh, we got caution.
Trouble! Oh, no! Gantz in the wall!
It's that Gantz!
Trouble! Let's have a look.
Now, did he do that on his own? Oh, here we go. That is Shelley behind him, and I think Shelley wasn't expecting the sudden lockup. I think it was a combination of Gantz going in hot Shelley going in hot, and just the 14, they're probably not being the same speed. So we may not get this race.
No, I don't think I do not think it'll get restarted. If it does, it's a one-lap shootout, but I don't think it gets restarted. Because that's lap 22 right now. Yeah, it won't restart.
Well, the interesting thing is there is lucky dogs. So Andy Morel is going to get back on the lead lap.
Whee! Whee! There he goes. And yeah, just so you know, it's still Energy 2, 3, 4, and 5, or not Energy, sorry, Bright Esports 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, they're still going to be hounding Garen Batten if it restarts now. That's what will happen. But if it doesn't restart, which it'll be 2 to green, probably now, given what I know. So
yeah, we're gonna go for it. Yeah.
It depends.
I'll tell you the one thing that has made me
there
intrigued.
is green white checkered. Sorry, no, we're both wrong. There is green white checkered.
Well, even in the heat races.
I would have to check, but I assume there probably would be, yes.
I'm not sure. I know there's green white checkered in the feature, but I'm not sure about the heat races.
Ron McPherson says yes. So we do have green white checkered.
Yeah. By the way, interesting thing I was going to say. The track conditions, when the session went up 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago now, it was a clean trap. A clean track. And it is a green white checkered. We have 2 goes.
Yes.
So...
Yeah, as the lap just got counted up there. So it is green white checkered, and we are not 2 to go.
2 to go. We're 2 to go now.
Yeah, we're 2 to go now. Yes. So we get chances at this, and hopefully Garen Batten can hold off Bright Esports, because there is 4 of them behind him, and all 4 want to crack at him. But Vegard has moved his way forward, so you probably want to crack at him first off, just as soon as they can, really. Get on the inside of 1, come out, on the inside of 2, get the inside of 3, and be ahead of 4. Presumably he'll wait to the last lap, but it is all about what they can do.
Now remember, it is single file. Look at Vega trying to get a jump here. And he won't be able to get a jump, but if he gets side by side, it'd be interesting to see.
He's doing the...
Oh, it is 2. It is... What? They went single file, and now they're going 2 wide? Must be a green-white checker thing. It was a single file restart last time. Going to be 2 wide this time. Green flag goes, and Batten gets away by 2 car lengths. And right off the bat, he's doing well. His teammate Edward Shelley goes high. He's going to lose a couple positions there. Watch out for Andy Morel trying to catch on for any position he can. Around to 3 and 4 they come. They'll have 4 more corners after this. A little bit of bump and running at the back, but nothing going on. White flag for the second heat.
On the inside, trying to get as many of the inches as he can would be Alexander Vegard, but I don't think, unless he gets it here... No, unfortunately not enough road, unless he goes on the inside. No, he can't, and that is Alexander Vegard not being able to put the post to Garen Batten, who wins Heat 2.
Brilliant there from Batten, so we will have a small break. Wow, that switches right away. What's on earth? Boomsmoke will take pole. Batten will be P2. That means Daniel Blomqvist will start 3rd. Vega 4th. Schutt will be 5th. Holmer will start 6th. Gary Thomas will be 7th. Alexander Olsen 8th. Sean Brown 9th. Stromberg will be 10th. Jambroni 11th. Christian Gantz 12th. Kenneth Reeder will be 13th. Edward Shelley 14th. Stefan Wong will be 15th. Michael Hogg 16th. Wolf Diddytick Hoto 17th. Andy Morrill 18th.
Yes, indeed. And well, we go from the heats into another warm-up session. So this will be for the actual race itself, and that is basically what we need. All we need to know about is what will be in the heats. We have all the boys on the track, so it'll be 18 Would be 18.
18.
Yes, it is 18. So 18 cars on the track at once, which 9 by 2 is 18, and so it is going to be jam-packed, I would have said. Especially for a course that is only half a mile. It is half a mile long, isn't it? From Martinsville.
0.85 kilometers, so yeah. Not the fastest half mile in the world.
No,
but
Colosseum's faster, isn't it?
the Colosseum's not half a mile.
How long is it?
Oh, now you're asking. No, the LA Coliseum is. I need to look at it. I don't actually have the track, so let me just look it up. The Coliseum is a quarter of a mile. There you go. 1/4 of a mile. Martinsville is just over half a mile.
Okay.
But like I say, it's not the fastest half mile in the world. That belongs to Bristol.
Is it just because of the banking, or?
I mean, the banking just allows you to basically just be so much speed that it allows you to do a lap time that's basically 15 seconds. So yeah.
So in time it takes these lots to do 4 laps, or 3 laps. They can do 4 laps.
Also, iRacing. Can you explain to me why you have the dual and the single pits at Bristol? So dual means you can go in either side to get to your pit lane. Can you explain to me, iRacing, why the dual pit road is 30 miles an hour pit speed, but the single's 35 miles?
Slower speed probably has to do with the fact that if they have dual pits, it is going to be, I would say, just to prevent, help prevent some issues.
Like?
Running into each other. I don't know.
I'd like to know why that is. Yeah, find me in the forums later as I ask iRacing what's up with that. Fun fact, Rob. Not last year, the year before, when it was Bristol Week in the real world, so when it was Bristol Week on iRacing, the B and the C license races, so the trucks and the Xfinity, they were all using the single pit. The moment you got into the A Open, it was dual pit. The A Fixed was single pit. Somebody made a mistake when doing the information there, because they don't use dual pits in the real world. It's one pit entry. Despite, of course, the pit boxes are all around the track. So it was very interesting. I'm not going to lie. Made things really confusing had you never done Bristol before. Shorter and tighter pit road at Bristol reflects real-life standards. No, I get that, Tide Thief, like I said. But you've got an iRacing, a dual pit and a single pit. So the dual pit is you can go in either side. So you can enter off turn 4 to get into the pit lane on the front stretch side, and you can enter off turn 2 to get to the rear side. But the problem is that the dual pit is 5 miles hour slower pit lane compared to the single pit, which is 35 miles. I get why it's a slow pit lane, as I've just spent 5 minutes talking about pit lanes.
You like your pit lanes, don't you?
Yeah, what's up with the F1 having so many stupid-looking pit lanes and pit garages when you go to like European Le Mans series and all that stuff, and it's literally the garage is just open whenever the hell they need it, and they've just got a fuel rig and all their tools out the front. What's up with that?
Pass, if I'm being honest.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Okay. Excuse me. I am an idiot. My name is Craig King. I'm an idiot.
Yes, thank you.
Did not know that. Thank you very much. You learn something new every day. Here's a fun thing, Rob. No green flag pit stops on dirt when Bristol's at dirt. There you go. You didn't know that. Exactly. No green flag pit stops when it's dirt, baby. Mainly because of the pit lane isn't dirt; it's just road. I've now confused Rob.
Do you need assistance? Do you need roadside assistance?
Hello, OnStar. What seems to be your problem?
Yeah. Can we OnStar with a purpose and try and get you some brain.
I called OnStar once. I was in a car and my friend was actually trying to show off the OnStar. So we're driving and hit the OnStar button and somebody goes, OnStar, what seems to be your problem? Yeah, no, I'm just showing off OnStar to my mate. Oh, okay. Oh, do you want to set up your information? Yeah, I'll do that later. Oh, okay, thank you, bye-bye. That was it. Weirdest OnStar call ever.
Very OnStar, yes.
What's very on, though, is who's going to be the star today in a 200-lap race. If they don't go caution, we're looking at an hour and 10. So about 90 minutes we're looking at for this race. And look at that, see a bright eSport cars. And in front, you got the two NRG boys. It is going to be crucial for Garen Batten to try and get to P2 after the first corner. But if he's on that outside, he's going to struggle. This is Raidillon TV. The only corner you need, Virginia. It's for the Majors 300. Let's take it away.
And, of course, Boomsma able to gun it. Oh, a little bit of a tap from the rear end. That is the car number 15. Weger wanted to get going fast. And, of course, not having all his way. And on the inside, the car number 16 of Blomqvist holding off, trying to get ahead of Garen Batten, but doesn't get the run that he needs. Still side by side coming into 2, crossing the line. Lap 1 completed.
Lap 1 completed. He's going to try and do it. Look, now the teammates are going to try and box him out here. That's the 15 of Vega trying to box out Garen Batten, and it's working. He's lost that P2. He's going to be losing P3 right now. The 101 of Hackenschut is going to be behind as well. They're now ganging up together to try and force Garen out. Right behind Garen as well. Daniel Holmer trying to make a move around the outside. Has he done that to the LG? Bye-bye contact! And that is the 10. He goes around. We got a caution. That was the number 10. And that was Gary Thomas with just a little top.
Oh, car number 10. Just on the inside there. A little bit of a tap, but it sends the car of Daniel Homer ejected out into the ramp, but he avoided hitting the...
Again, not clear.
Yeah, 14.
Not clear.
14. Very much almost screaming in his car as he saw the number 14 go by. Genie Marcus Stromberg holding it very close to his chest. But... caution number 1.
Yeah. But it's very interesting. I'm really curious now. I think I'm just listening to the radio. I don't think people understand the restart rules, because when it's green flag, Garen technically can go. So I'm just looking right here. Lead does not accelerate by the end of the start zone. The fragman will restart the race. But if it's a green flag, surely P2 can go through. The leader of the second pace line must keep the nose of their vehicle behind the nose of the leader. Pacing in front. Okay, yeah, so no, he did have to wait. Yeah, so that was Brian just having a little bit of a late start. I think we've also lost Sean Brown. Yep, Sean Brown's retired.
He's retired?
Yep, he didn't take the grid.
Yeah, he didn't even take the grid. He didn't even start the race.
Obviously, we hope everything's all right there with Sean. But we'll wait and see. Now, is the green lights off? The pace car? No, we go around again.
Still going around.
Keeping though for Garen Batten, he's got the inside now. But exactly what I said would happen. He got stuck on the outside and he got thrown backwards. And the only reason he was saved, let's be brutally honest, is that little mistake there to cause the caution. Daniel Holmer goes to the back of the field. But again, it's lap 7 of 200. I know that doesn't sound a lot, Robert. It does sound a lot, but he's got time. Loads of time. And, you know, without trying to be a copyright here, let's go around again.
Yeah, let's go around again. It is restart 1 with the lights coming off in the car. And it has come... Yes, indeed, it has come off the car. So we are now waiting. They will restart on lap 9. But yeah,
they will. It's interesting that because Garen Batten, again, he's on his own. He's kind of dealt with this before. He knows what to do. He doesn't want to let... Brian doesn't want to let Batten too far off the course here. We'll wait and see. What can one NRG boy do around 3 bright esport drivers? The green flag will come into the Geico restart zone. We go for the first time. And green flag, and straight away, Boomsma trying to get the jump. A little bit of slow here. The NRG boys are going to go 3 wide almost, but the number 3 there, Gary Batten, thinks different about it. So does Gary Thomas, and Gary Thomas at Batten through.
Coming on the inside, that is going to be trying to be Alexander Vega. They're trying to get back up towards Brian Boomsma. They're still basically 2x2. Oh, and another crash! Another crash. That is going to be Kenneth Reeder. Caution number 2. Oh, that was a big one.
It's a big one. I think we got 5 cars stuck here. And I think it was just a case of just a little bit too much. Yeah, Reeder just got tapped on the exit.
Yeah, Olsen sent him through. Have a look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, there's...
I think he got on the throttle a bit too early there. That to me is a case of early on the throttle compared to the other one, and nice avoidance or attempt of avoidance by the whole field, but unfortunately just didn't pay off. And oof. Yeah, Andy Morel got caught in that, by the way. And we know, Andy Morel's already had his troubles, and then it turned out that Not a Cult got ganged into being a cult, and Reeder has a lot. Okay, that's where I'd say Reeder needs to come into the pits. Just saying. Yeah, he's coming in. I think he might need his fast repair there. I don't think he could drive that anymore.
Yeah, he has. And Jan Brony's also in the pits. It's taking his fast repair. And we now can confirm that they do get a fast repair on this race, even if they took one on the last one.
Oh, Kenneth Reeder misses pit box and pop.
Oh.
He's fine. Is he going to take some fuel? He's taking tight. This is going to be risky. He may lose out on the lead. He may lose out on the lead lap here. There's the pace car. 5 seconds. Oh, did he only take one side? He only took right side tyres. Interesting.
On lap 11.
I don't think he realised the tyres were ticked.
Oh, dear.
At least I hope. We shall... Yeah. Oh!
Yeah,
I love the track. I love the track.
I'm confused.
I'm sure there is a perfectly valid reason why that happened. But that is just a simple case of the Martinsville. You just try to get on the throttle, and you know it's one of the things I was never good at, was making sure I stay on the back of the driver in front, because you run the risk of that happening. And of course, in officials, you kind of have that issue with drive-throughs, and they do have a DQ limit here of 26x. Most contacts will be a 2x if you spin them, but a 4x if you completely go into the back of them, or there's heavy impact. So, got to be careful, I think. Anyway, pace car's off. Geico restart zone is very short here, but Let's try restart number 2, Rob.
And they have it. You see the line there? Green flag after that, and off they go. And it is Boomsma again getting a good start. He seems to have a... 3 wide in the back. Do you see there? That was Gary Thomas, Garen Batten, and Alex Olsen. Olsen having to back
Hacken should.
Correction, yeah.
And no, it's spin! Oh, the leader's in! A big one! This is the big one!
Oh! Crikey.
That is definitely the big one.
Where is Boomsma? He's down to 15th already.
Yeah.
What?
Boomsma's at the back of the field because he was the one that started the incident.
Vegard, what was that? Like, he just got sent.
There's...
He just got sent. Oh.
Boomsman's had to tow.
Yeah.
Boomsman's had to tow.
His engine's probably dead.
Yeah. I'm just saying, he's got every right to make that defense there.
Yeah.
Every right to make that defense there. And I'm sorry. I call a spade a spade. I don't know what was going on there.
No,
that was tunnel vision.
Yeah, I think Vegard just got a whole load of tunnel vision.
Yeah, that is quite a bit of tunnel vision there. And that puts, well, again, so Blomqvist has to take a tow. Boomsma, sorry, has to take a tow. He's going to go a lap down. He'll get the fast repair. He's 2 laps down, according to my thing. Yambroni's also a lap down. So Boomsma's going to have to hope on some... You know, he's going to have to hope on luck. A couple more cautions, get in the lucky dogs. It's going to be tough to race around to get back to the lead. Maybe in this situation, he could try a no-stopper now. He's already stopped once. Would that get him the laps back? Who knows? But I don't know how long this tow's going to be. It's been a while since I've done Martinsville. He might go down another lap. That would be tough.
Yeah, he's still stuck in the pits and with damage.
Yeah.
How long is the tow here?
Surely his tow must be over. I didn't actually see where he towed.
Well, his wheel moved.
Oh my word. No, I just realized what happened. So, it wasn't the fact that he had broken engine. His car was so bent. He's got a black flag now.
What do you mean he has a black flag?
Yeah, he's got a black flag now. What?
Oh, I know why. He had to tow, but he had to tow when the pits were closed.
I don't think that's it. He's out now. He's back out now. The lights on the pace car are off. It is going to be Alexander Vegard to take the lead. By the way, the front of Hackenschut's car is jacked. So that's not jacked in a good way, like a bodybuilder way. In fact, actually, his left wheel is sticking out through the fender. That's how much damage is on Alexander Vegard's, Hackenschut's, car on the front.
What happened to Hackenschut's car? Oh, yeah, that's Oh.
Things happen. Single file restart. Are they choosing to do these single file restarts?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Oh no, we got another one gone around!
Who was that? Oh!
Come on, boys! Homer goes around and he gets collected by the 38 of Christian Gant.
Oh, no, that was the 34 this time. Shelley a bit too hard there. Went a bit too hard.
Yeah, Ellie with Shelley with a bit.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, he was never going to make that.
Yeah.
Never going to make that.
Back in again. Olsen having to take the pits.
There's no over... Okay, here's the thing. Okay. I haven't done oval racing. I haven't done short track racing for a while. But damn it, I'm going to say this, Rob. When I go short track racing with one of the top short track racers in iRacing, Jeff McConey, right? One of the top late model drivers in Jeff McConey. Tall mod driver, yeah. when I drive with him, I think I've got an idea how this works. You can't send it like that. I think one of the drivers said it good. I think it was Kenneth Reader said it good on the radio here. Why are we making such aggressive moves this early into the race? Heck, why are we making such aggressive moves at the start of a race? This is why I always say when we get these incidents at Martinsville. Literally, after the second incident, Rob, I was there almost crawling in a ball going, I'm cursed. Because this is literally Martinsville for me. It is one corner, caution. One corner, caution. And I'm going to say this right now. I don't want another Charlotte 400, okay? 600, sorry.
Oh, when they kept restarting.
We have 3 hours to run this race. This race should be taking an hour, hour and a half. This is... yeah. I mean, I could rant till the crows come home. But this is just getting, like... I know it's only the third caution, but what caused all those cautions, Rob? Only one of them was an accidental. Everything else was just people being way too hard on a restart.
And chucking
it's chucking it in for no reason. It's... yeah.
Chuck ya. How about that? We'll go with chuck ya.
Chuck Leclerc?
Yeah, Chuck Leclerc.
Now, Charles Chuck Leclerc. I don't know what accent I was going for.
What was that?
I don't know what accent I'm going for here. We're here at Martinsville Speedway. Larry Mack, what have you got there on the pit wall? Well, you see, what's happening right now is the drivers are having to make the decision that they want to take tires or not. It's still early in the game, but there's a lot of people going down with flat spots and plenty of vibrations in those tires because they've had to lock the tires up. Now, they got to be careful. 3 sets of tires. Either use a set now, they're going to find themselves in trouble if we get a green-white checker at the end. The short runs are going to be happening soon, but the long run might come very quick. Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Jeff.
Jeff?
Yep.
Pace car is in. I can't believe you just called my Larry Mack a Jeff. A bit of
it's called Jeff, you know, see if they're paying attention. Anyways, back to it. Pace car is off, and we are going green flag racing with Reger leading the way with a very battered Schutz car, but Gar back up into third with Shelley in fourth. So it's an NRG 2, 3, or 3, 4, and 5, correction. As Gary Thomas has now caught up to the rest of the field. Stefan Wong in the background, holding on. And our boy, Michael Hogg, keeping the car exceptionally clean. He's not a cult, though. 100% not a cult. We're swearing. And you can just see there in the background, that is Andy Morrell and Kenneth Reader going at it again.
Well, you can see the damage there on Hackenschut's car because the NRG boys have got... 2 of the NRG boys has got around him. But look at the gap it's led to them. We've also got Olsen and Boomsma in the pit serving their black flags. They'll go down more laps because of that. And now at the Cater, can Garen Batten catch up to Alexander Vegut? We'll wait to see the tyres. The answer at the moment is no. What about Edward Shelley? A lot of damage on the back of Edward Shelley's car. Can he be able to use that? Can he prove that you don't need a lot of aero on this track for speeds? And also, that just means that the Bright Esport boys in their team championship, they're losing out at the moment. 2 guys in 2 and 3 for NRG and another guy in 5th. Kind of overrides a 1st, 4th, and 6th at the moment. Now, that gap is not closing. And also, it looks like Andy Morrell is trying to make a move near the back of the field. And that would be on one of the... That's, did that Wolf Dietrich Hoto he's making a move on? No, it's the number 30. Yeah, it's Wolf Dietrich Hoto he's trying to make a move on, but he's unable to at the moment. On board with Gary Thomas. Look how much space they've got to work with here. Not a lot. And oh no!
In the background, that is Andy Morrell.
Andy Morrell with Wolf Dietrich Hoto.
Yeah, another caution. Let's see. Oh, on the inside here. Way too energetic, I think.
Yeah, never gonna make it. No gap there, goes for it, and just a tap, and...
That is Wolf Dietrich Hoto, by the way, getting ejected into the wall. Oh, number 16, that was... Who is the number 16, actually? Where is he?
The
Blomqvist.
numbers.
Blomqvist
Yes.
getting caught up in it.
Oh, it's Blomqvist getting caught up with it. So hang on, that's kind of big because where are the championship leaders at the moment, Rob?
Well, Boozma is last.
Boozma is last. Daniel Holmer is 14th. Alexander Vega is leading the race, and Garen Batten is P2. We could get another change in the championship here. Morel coming into the pits. Christian Gant gets the lucky dog. Not Daniel Holmer. That's crucial. Christian Gant gets the lucky dog. Not Daniel Holmer, because Gant, Holmer, and Stromberg were the three cars one lap down. So at the moment, it will be a battle for the lucky dog between Stromberg and Holmer. And that's two bright esports drivers. So you kind of think that Holmer would just take the position. I don't think they're going to be battling hard, but not battling to take each other out.
Now, that is Booms's challenge right now. He is 4 laps down to the next person ahead of him, which is Olsen, but 7 laps down total. And by the way, Andy Morel once again in the pits. He's already taken his faster part, and he's got damage again.
Not sure. Then again, I was going to say, not sure what he's going for repairs for, but then we've seen what's happened to Hackenschut with all that damage on that car. And straight away, the NRG boys just got past him with no issues. So we'll wait and see. Behind him right now is not an NRG or a major or a bright guy, a bright esports guy. Sorry, I'm not going to say that about Stefan Wong. He is a bright guy. Sorry, I apologize about that. That's Stefan Wong behind him. He may get ahead. Again, that is one to keep eyes on, because I don't know how Hacken is actually driving that car right now. Like, if you look at the cockpit, he just sees a broken hood.
Let's have a look.
He's got 2 wheels on it. He can still drive.
Got 2. He's got 4 wheels, but he can't see much because of that hood. It's like the old BMW. Pace car is still out. I put you off there. Kenneth Reeder dives into the pits. When you're the last car on the lead lap, why not?
And it's coming in this time by, actually.
It is coming in this time by. Let's hope we can get some green flag racing. Quite a bit of green flag racing, because we're on lap 37 now. I don't want to guess how many full laps we have had. Looking at it, 3 is our longest stint. Green flag drops, and they're 2 by 2 yet again. Green flag waves. That is going to be Alexander Vega getting by, and that is going to be the 34 of Edward Shelley getting by. The 13. All of a sudden, Michael Hogg making some places up, and there is some slow cars near the back. It looks like it's Wolf Dietrich Holto just having a little bit of an issue.
Look how much damage. Look how much damage he's carrying. No wonder he's not able to turn.
Yeah, he's not having to turn. There's 3 wide. There's going to be chaos, and all together there, and that did not go well. And we get the caution. That almost looks like people didn't realize they were 3 wide.
Oh well, I mean, if you look from the blimp, right? Look from the blimp. He's 2 wide here.
Look at the 23. Look at the 23.
Yeah. Now they get to call for 3. Oh, he's already pressed him up against the wall. I mean, not much he can do.
The 23 is going to have a call of car left because he knows, because he's just gone around. So why is he trying to make a gap that...
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
Yeah. There's a gap there, but not when your wheels are still turning.
Yeah, and yeah. I am pretty sure Alto's car needs their faster pair. And guess who got... poor Andy Morel. He's not even involved in this one. Look at him. He's there on the inside. He's there on the inside, and... Oh, dear. Yeah, there goes his race. It's just... yeah.
Oh, no.
The most unluckiest man, probably this side of the track, gets it again. His car is like Banjacks. Look at it.
I mean, yeah. Did he buy a lottery ticket? Because I think he's used all his luck up.
Oh, yeah, Genie Mac. Anyway,
Seriously, imagine if he won the lottery this weekend, and now all he's getting is just accidents because he's used all his luck up,
yeah.
like the old monkey paw curls.
Oh no! Oh no!
I wish I was lucky. Monkey paw curls. You win the lottery, but you just get absolutely destroyed at Martinsville.
The weirdest thing just came up on my Twitter feed too. On this day in 1994, Dale Earnhardt recovered from 2 spins to lead 10 laps and finished second in Goody's 500 at Martinsville.
All right, it's Martinsville week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Texas. Martinsville's next week. The late models were were here this weekend. Did you see what happened?
No. Wow.
There was a fight. There was some.
Oh yeah,
beef.
I saw that. Some driver just went up and just started wailing somebody, and then
The guy in the car didn't even. Not only did he not let him get out, he was wailing on the guy still wearing a helmet. By the way, Wolf G-Trick did come into the pits. It's just I've never seen such rage like that. And I mean, I've seen a man die on a dirt oval because he got angry and tried to throw his helmet at somebody. Good golly.
good grief. Well,
Will there be punches after this race?
I don't imagine there will be punches. But I imagine will be a lot of words said of just, what were you doing, man?
Well, I think our longest green flag run is 2.5 laps.
It's not a good record,
And
lads.
everybody checking up at the back here, getting in order because of lap cars being ahead and not meant to be, into the Geico restart zone for the 5th, 6th time. Anyway, we're green, and around we go. Now watch out for the NRG boys. Is there going to be a change in the positions again? Does Garen Batten take P2? He takes P2. He's going to leave all that space to allow Edward Shady to get right behind. And look out for the number 10. The number 10 is trying to make some moves. Gary Thomas is trying to move up the order. I think he's going to get this. Has he made an issue getting around Hackenschut? Nope, he gets it. Somebody's in the wall. It's not a Colt, but it's a wall.
What? What? No, don't tell me. Poor Michael Hogg got in the wall.
A little bit of a tap of the wall coming off.
It's fine. It's fine.
Did tap the
It's just
wall.
not a cult, though. It's not a cult. Just can't say it's a cult. You know, if we do, we're...
No, I
we're-
didn't say. I didn't say
Okay.
it's a Colt. I said
Fair
it's a wall.
Fair enough, fair enough. It is a wall, indeed. Well,
It is a
I'm
wall.
looking at a lot of these cars. A lot of these cars are, as I would say, not looking good. And some of them have already had a fast repair.
Are you saying they're broken?
Yes. Oh, that's a dive on the inside of the car, number 23. That is Boomsma making his way up the field. I think he is wanting to get up there.
He's still 3 laps behind the next car. And you
couple
can
laps
see there's
behind
the
everybody
23.
else.
I think he's on fresher tyres as well. So are you really going to mess with somebody who's on a lot fresher tyres than you? His teammates may let him by. In fact, look at him just completely come around the corner. Get past everybody. Just get past Stefan Wong. He's going to get past his teammate here. And his teammate almost loses it. What a save by Gary Thomas.
Having a look at Gary Thomas battling. I think that is the car of Daniel Blomqvist on the... poor Blomqvist making it through. On the inside. This is lap 50 now. We're 49 laps completed. So we're just a quarter of the way through now. Hold on to your hats. Hold on to your screens. Oh, that's Christian Gantz having a little bit of a slide there. You just caught it there on your screens. Unfortunately, that meant Michael Hogg, our boy of not a cult, had to check up. But keeping the car nice and clean. But just making sure that he doesn't run into any issues. I think that's the main thing at this point. No issues. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Is that Kenneth That is Kenneth Reader. He's had poor Kenneth Reader, he's already had a fast repair, and his car's looking like this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I think that's why he's going into the pits all the time. He's trying to get as much repairs as he can, try and bend out all this stuff. So hopefully he can hold on.
His nose doesn't exist anymore.
It's fine. What do you need a nose for? I mean, if you looked at Hackenschütz's car,
where is he? There he is.
Look at the front of Hackenschütz's car.
Oh,
as he's getting overtaken.
Do you know what?
By
It looks
Alexander Olsen.
it kind of looks like a Ferrari with the nose bent in. I'm not even joking. It kind of does.
All right, if somebody has a design for a Ferrari a Ferrari late model, please get in contact. See if we can do some business. When I say business, I want it. I'm going to make a meme livery out of it. I actually want to do that now. Oh my god, you've given me some cursed ideas, Rob. So, Brian Boomsma is working his way up. Now remember, the blue flag rules, he is allowed to overtake if he is faster. You know, if he's got the run and he's faster, he's allowed to make an overtake, and that's what he's doing right now. Into the inside he goes. Daniel Blomqvist does fight this, but there you go. Boomsma gets by. And to be fair, we are looking at lap, what? 56?
We're
so,
on lap 56 now, yes.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Boomsma's on lap 49.
And also, we've broken our record. This is the most green flags we've had, or green flag racing we've had so far. Actually, we should probably
pat on the back.
Just check in real quick with our partners at our boys at GSRC. Let's see.
I bet you on they're on lap 80. Our boys in GSRC toys.
Let's have a look. They
Please
are
let me
on
know.
lap. Oh, we're returning after a short break. Oh, they're doing an ad during the. They're on lap 70. They're on lap 76.
I told you lap 80. What a guess. Just 5 laps out. That's.
But
anyhow.
Yeah, but we're catching up to them, you know, very, very slowly. You know, as long as we keep it green.
As long as we keep it green, exactly. Well, Alexander Vega has had.
Yeah,
go on.
I was gonna say Vega's made the move. Oh, well, look at Blanco's having to challenge for Stefan Wong. Stefan Wong, he's got the car clean. He has, and he's still got a fast repair in his pocket, so he can still chuck it around. But the fact that over half the field has already used fast repair is not a good metric.
It's not a good sign, but.
Well, it also kind of shows how tight Martinsville is, because I mean, when they had that accident, like it was a small accident, but because everybody else behind him had to move when there's no space. I mean, how do you move when there's no space?
You hit the brakes and hope the guy behind you hits the brakes, which is not going to happen. So, Blomqvist unable to get on the back of Stefan Wong here. Stefan Wong, by the way, has made 11 places, though. As is Edward Shelley. 11 places. Granted, a lot of that is just due to the fact that those that have crashed out beforehand. But Wong is making some really good strides here. He's just faster. I mean, yeah, he's just faster. He's matching Daniel Blomqvist. Blomqvist, there is no chance to get any slipstream on this track, per se. So, a little mistake there from Wong coming out of 4. And you can see that difference. And it does add up. So, pay attention to that. Might be a case that the tyres are starting to fade a little bit. Blomqvist did, of course, pit earlier, so he may have some fresh rubber. Who knows? Daniel Holmer, by the way, he got the lucky dog last time by. He's up to 10th now.
And there he is. Up at 10th. And that is Christian Gans, the car number 38, by the way. Still coming by. We have caught up at least a good few laps to GSRC, so let's keep going. As we are on lap 65, we are just coming on lap 80 under caution. About to go green again. But keeping it close here, that's Christian Gans. Passing on the outside of Hackenschütz, the car number 101. Trying to go, keep it in nice and tight. But nothing doing. And look at the poor car of Hackenschut. Remember, he's not used his fast repair, which is probably a good thing. The car's still going, but he's holding up essentially 8th down because they can't really get around him. He has all the cards in his hand, and his teammates kind of helping here. That's Christian.
Oh!
A little bit of
Christian
algebra.
gets...
Oh!
And then 3 wide! And I don't
Yeah,
know
he
how
backed
Wolf Drink made it.
Yeah,
How
he
did
backed-
Wolf
he
Drink
backed-
make that?
He backed out of that one very, very quickly. He really did. I mean, let me just go back here again. So there's a replay here. That's Christian Grant's on your screens. Now, if you just play it slowly and just have a look, he did try and go on the inside and just tipped the rear end and it forced the car out. And then you can just see here, oh, yeah, he slammed on the brakes, I think. That's why he slid, because he just saw, oh, I'm about to be surrounded, so let's
I'm in
not do that.
danger.
Yeah, I am in danger.
I'm in danger, please help me. A little send there from Daniel Holmer on Hacken Schut, his teammate, makes it stick. Hacken is just, unfortunately, he's kind of a limping duck. In that case, Alexander Vega's just overtaken P12, which is Kenneth Reeder. So you get to start to see, I don't think it's a case of the pace difference, because Kenneth Reeder's got a car that has seen much better days. I think now we're starting to see those that are damaged can't keep up with the pace compared to those that do have damage or whatever. Did I just say that? Yeah. I said that right? No? No?
I did not even understand what you just said. I had to try and figure out what on earth you just said.
Damaged cars slow, non-damaged cars fast.
Yes,
there.
yes. If you don't have damage, you are undamaged. Yes.
This is the English broadcast.
This is the
Can you
English
speak
Premier
English? The English Premier League. Don't get me started. Oh! Dichinakoto almost caught Hacken Schut there in a spin. Was able to hold on to it, but that could have been close. Look how much he just goes in here.
Oh.
And
oh. Yeah, that's eyes up from Hacken Schut.
He is looking for a move now. And there you go.
On the
And
inside.
that puts
Very
him
well
up.
done.
A lovely move, and that may allow Christian Gantz to get by. And indeed, he does. Hacken Schut is, like, again, he is just... He is a duck in the pond there, isn't he? Is that the analogy? Yeah, he's a duck on the pond.
He's paddling up. Something creek with a paddle.
Well, Edward Shelley, still our biggest mover. The gap now between Batten and Vega is 4 seconds, as they struggle with traffic. Remember, this is not the F1 rules, so blue flag is advisory, like on all of iRacing.
Blue flag, caution.
Blue flag, caution. Smashy, crashy equals bad. Yes! Yes, Mike, exactly. Smashy, crashy is bad.
Smashy crashy, no passage.
What?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to... Yeah. You're right there, Rob.
Yes.
Good. Well, we've got a slow car. It's Kenneth Reeder. I think he's had an engine blow.
Kenneth Reeder.
I think Kenneth Reeder's had the engine go.
Well, yeah, he's... Oh.
Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. And that's a caution.
Yeah, that's a caution. He has to tow.
Yeah, engine went.
So-
Yeah. And, yeah, he had no choice. He just said it on the radio. He had no choice. Watch this.
Oh! Yeah.
That just went. Not an on-purpose caution there. He had no choice. Bless his heart. And with the fast repair already taken, that is Kenneth's... Gotta think that's Kenneth's race done.
He's going to have to retire, I think.
Yep, he's done.
And he's
done. Well, Alexander Vega comes into the pits. Stefan Wong does not go. Goes into the pit. Daniel Blomqvist goes into the pits. Garen Batten and Edward Shelley has gone. Nah, we're fine. Is this the no-stopper we're thinking of? I don't know, but Garen being from Australia land, he might have watched the international split and got some ideas. So you never know. And yes, I'm sticking with Australia land, Rob. I don't care what anyone says.
Australia land. What about New Zealand? Oh well, actually, no. New Zealand's already got us there.
Australia, yeah, we'll stick with Australia land. But everybody else is in the pit apart from Batten, Shelley, Thomas. Now, why is this such an interesting decision, Rob?
People in the pits.
No, the tyres. The tyre situation.
Hey.
We just had quite a long stint of under green there.
Yeah.
I want to say we've gone almost 40 laps. We're about 35 laps under green. Tyres will start to be a hazard now. Thankfully, due to the restart zones, we shouldn't see so much bogging down on the restart with Batten, Shelley, and Thomas. But I mean, do you remember those old? You've seen those clips from the old days of from like a few years ago in iRacing, where a driver will not pit near the end of a race, everybody else will pit, and they're on like 50 lap old tires. They go for the restart, they put the foot down, and the tires will spin, and they cause a crash.
Yes.
Yeah. That will see that because of the restart zone, but it does mean the throttle, the traction on exit there when they get on the throttle. Gonna be tough. It is 3 sets, of course. That is another situation you got to think of. But also, you're lap 81, and you've not. If you're these guys, you've not used a set. So you've got to start thinking to yourself: if you've not used a set, shouldn't you use a set? I love how Andy Morrow goes into the pits. He comes onto the chat. He says 3 sets, and then goes back out again. And if you're watching, I love you, but don't worry about us. I know your race, unfortunately, has had a little bit of complications, bad luck, wrong place, wrong time. NRG boys and their NRG toys will be 1, 2, and 3. Oh, and then 4 bright esport drivers there. What's going to happen this time, Rob?
A whole lot of racing and a whole lot of laps. But we are going green flag now.
Who gets the run into turn 3? Had to go a little bit deep, does Homer. And he doesn't make it. Gary Thomas keeps that. But remember, fresh tyres on these bright esports drivers. That doesn't mean you've got the right to send it, Megat. But he's made it work. A little bit of a slide job, maybe. He hasn't got the best exit there as they come around. Will he go again? That's very... Oh, he's getting so ambitious. And that's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. There's the caution. That always was going to happen. What did I say, Rob?
No, wait, hang on. Where's Homer gone?
Daniel Homer's disqualified.
Oh.
Now, what's that all about?
Oh! Oh, we got tapped. Oh.
You cannot tell me Daniel Homer is already at the incident limit.
I would assume he may have been, yes.
No.
Yes.
You cannot... No. P2 in the championship, Daniel Homer is disqualified on lap 86 for hitting the 26 incident limit points.
Oh dear. That's not good.
There's the train track. Somebody come and get me a train.
Because choo-choo! We're on lap 85. Or lap 86, correction.
Well, I knew it was a bump fest. It's short track racing, but... Yeah. Not sure. Yeah. How bizarre. But that incident, again, The NRG boys are staying out because they'll lose a lot of track position now. But the moves there, yes, you're on fresh tyres, but you're still trying to make a dive of, like, what? What was the gap? You know what I mean? What was the gap that they had? There's almost a car's gap there, and you're trying to send it in on a car length. That's never going to work. So I don't know what the right call is now for some of these drivers. But when do the NRG guys come in? Gary Thomas has been forced to come into the pits because of the damage and also what was happening. If you're Batten and Shelley, when do you come in? Are they going for that Halo Zero stopper? You know, it
can be
possible.
Be
tough.
As we said, it can be possible.
Well, with all the cautions we had, it's very possible. Food for thought. Food for thought. Pace lights, car lights should be coming off soon, should they not? Let's see. Yes. Wait, hang on. Yes. So we're going to be going green at lap 90. I'm going to guess GSRC are around lap 110.
You are actually not far off. It is 113.
Let's go. And because of all this holding, they'll get another lap on us. Shelley and Batten sitting on the front row. GRIDDING. First comes the green flag, then comes turn 1, and then comes the finish line if they can get around for another 112 laps as we go green yet again. Is there going to be a late move by the 15 of Vega? He was looking, and that has spooked Edward Shelley. Shelley now has lost that line. We may see the move here by Vega. He goes for the block right away. Oh, no. No. And he's in the pit lane. It's not a caution. He's in the pit lane. It's not a caution.
Yeah, he'll have to go around. Oh. What? Was he trying to go for the pits? Let's have a look.
He didn't need to. What was that all about? That's a late block, if anything.
No, he was aiming for the pits. Have a look. Here, let's have a look.
But he didn't have a black flag, did he? If you're aiming for the pits, Rob, you...
Oh, yeah, he was going for the pits. It felt like it anyway. He's on that trajectory. There was another incident behind this.
He did have a black flag. You're right. He did have a black flag. Yeah. I think he may have got a black flag for the the start. I didn't see.
He might have jumped the start. That's what you're thinking.
I want to look here at the chase. Did he jump the start? Yeah, he was ahead. His nose was ahead as they entered the restart zone. That's a black flag. And out of nowhere, he just... Oh, that's not good racing. Well, he comes back out now. He is a lap down. Actually, he's 3 laps down because he had the spin. He got lucky because, like we were saying... Oh, he's not got lucky because he spun in the pit lane, so it's technically not a caution. So that puts Garen Batten on his own against 2 Bright Esports drivers, and he has some very old tyres. So, like Mike was saying, crashy, bad.
Yeah. Crashy, do not do the crashy, or you won't be racy.
Oh, I can't believe you said it like that. Blomqvist did do a 20.4 last lap. It was 0.2 faster than what Batten's doing. Batten's now faster than the guys in front because it is hard to get acceleration to overtake it. Even with those tyres that Batten's on, we've had 8 cautions now? So not a lot of life been used in those tyres. In fact, I think there's only been about 50 laps of hard use on those tyres, which on a short track, Rob, isn't a lot. So who knows? I think these tyres are looking good, but next caution, I think he comes in. Of course, there is one other small battle, but it's nothing too much. Dietrich, Hotor, Hogg, and Gantz are close together.
Oh my, yeah, but they have loads of cars in the middle, you know.
Yeah, a little bit of concertina effect there, and everyone's just a little bit out. We have 7 drivers on the lead lap still, as crew chief is about to give the message. We're at the halfway mark. Should be about 40 minutes of fuel remaining. That is if you're doing a no-stopper.
Yeah, but only Garen Batten is the only one that has ever not. He's the only one that's doing a no-stopper as of right now.
He's the only one that has never not.
Yeah, never not. Okay, look, listen.
I'm listening.
You know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about my English. Yeah, but he's the only one that has not pitted.
Correct.
So if anyone was to do it, it'll only be him.
You think as well with his supercar pedigree, because he drove the supercars pretty well. You'd think that he's got a good chance of doing similar here, because again, they're high-powered cars without ABS and traction control, not a lot of aero. You'd think after he did so well there, you'd think they'd be able to do the same here. Surely, it's kind of a similar situation, would you not say?
Yes, I think. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's also using his teammate Gary Thomas there to get an advantage. Or Gary's just going to let them all through. He says he's going to let them all through. He lets the leaders through, but I don't know about Daniel Blomqvist. Daniel Blomqvist got to go around the long way, but he does let Blomqvist through. There you go. But Blomqvist losing out a little bit. It's all quietened down after a little bit of chaos at the start of the race.
A hullabaloo. After a little bit of a hullabaloo.
A hullabaloo?
Whatever the word
is. Is it hulla or halla? Is it hulla or halla? I've always known it as hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo. It depends where you come from, really, I think.
If you're American, you say hullabaloo. Well, they don't say aluminium, they say aluminum. So there, it's got to be hullabaloo.
But you also just said it wrong yourself. You said aluminium, or whatever the way.
Aluminium. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I could never say that word. That's why I say aluminum.
Aluminium.
Nope, aluminium. Can't do it.
Aluminum is the wrong way of saying it, isn't it?
I know. Is it a Z or a Z?
Z.
Now you see in England it's meant to be a Z. But I do say Z. Is it a shopping trolley or a shopping cart?
Shopping, okay, actually that one's actually quite... I say shopping trolley.
Yeah, so would I. That's what I would say. Welcome to the differences between English US and English UK.
Yeah. And Ireland.
Yes.
You ain't claiming us again.
Let's not forget the famous U in colour.
Why do they remove U from colour? I don't get it.
What? And also, why do they remove the S from maths and call it math?
Because they can only do the one true math, which is not math.
What, the one true math, which is 2 + 2 is 4?
Yes.
Minus 3, that's one quick math. We had Gary Thomas DQ'd.
Gary Thomas is DQ'd? What?
Gary Thomas has had a DQ.
Oh, he hit one of the... who did he hit?
He spun. His teammate tapped him. That's the 34. Shelley hit him. But because he got DQ'd, no caution.
that's a shame. That's the second DQ now too. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing he could have done in that situation. The car was going anyway, but he would have gotten a 2x from loss in control, and a 2x from the collision.
I think he might have been DQ'd at the loss of control, because he went pretty quickly after the hit. So who knows? Well, he knows. We don't. When we look at the results after the race, we'll know. But that does put him down, and with Andy Morel still going, that will put Thomas officially 15th overall. Morel's made up 3 spots, by the way. He's going to make up 4 spots. I know it's a bit of a joke, but he's done that. Also, Marcus Stromberg just got overtaken by Edward Shelley. I think Shelley had to come into the pits. Not entirely sure.
No, he's not.
Or he was already like that.
No, he's not been in the
He
pits.
just overtook Marcus Stromberg.
Yeah. By the way, our boy Michael Hogg is in the top 5 now. Not a cult. It's not a cult, I swear.
Put your kitsunes up. That's all I'm going to say. Put your kitsunes up.
What? Oh, no.
Devil horns.
That's what... okay, well now today I learned Kitsune means devil horn.
Well, I don't know if it's like the rock hand, the rock gesture. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Always called it the devil horns.
Well, you could just put up your rock hands.
But what if my hands are made of rock?
Be rock and roll.
No, what if my hands are made of rock? Then if you say put your rock hands up, I'm just putting my hand up in there.
And then you roll your hand, that means you're rocking and rolling. Easy. You can't prove me wrong. Try.
Lap 118 of 200. And not a cult is going to make a move. Hog to the inside of Will Dietrich. Nope, can't make it. He's not in position for a dive here. He'll have to go back. But these three having a nice little battle. At the same time, Batten, Vega and Blomqvist are still battling. There is your battle between Vega, between Blomqvist, between Batten. Do have some... They have another lapped car there. Is that Hackenschutz in front of them? It is it? No, who is that car in front of them? I haven't looked properly. It is Stefan Wong, who tries to go to the outside, lets them through, and it does give Garen Batten another bit of breathing space. Just for the moment. So put your rock hands up if you've got rock hands and roll.
Add roll.
How?
Yes. Yes.
You know Rolling Stone does gather moss? No, it doesn't, does it? No.
Wait, what?
Hang on, Mythbusters... A Rolling Stone gathers no moss. Mythbusters did a whole experiment on that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Did it? It came out that Rolling Stone does gather no moss.
Yeah, because it's moving.
Yeah. They put it on a year experiment. I remember that now.
Uh-huh.
God, I'm old. Anyway.
I think the both of us are getting old. I mean, I remember the Mythbusters.
Kenneth Reader is thanks to the broadcast guy. We had a great car today. Just didn't have the luck to go with it. Unfortunately, that's a shame to see, Kenneth. It's short track racing at the end of the day as well, and I hate saying that because I've been in the same situation before. So it is short track racing, and it can be a heartache. That is such a shame to see what happened there, especially with the way the engine went. That was spectacular. Mid corner.
Yeah, it's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. As that is a very slow 88. That's Jan Brony going very slow. He's getting lapped, I think.
I think he's being slow to be lapped, yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with him. He's all right, but it's allowed with the way they were weaving and diving. It allowed Garen Batten. The inside's open, and that's going to let Alexander Vega go through. Is there going to be space here between the two of them? There's no room there. Batten's going to make sure he's not going to let us dive in here. Side by side they go. And a touch at the curb. That's crucial. Vega touched the curb. Lost all his momentum. And around he goes. Can he hold on to it? The car's starting to get washed out of the apex right now for Batten. And he holds on again. Never before has a curb strike been so costly. But it happened. And Alexander Vega lost his chance for the lead due to a curb strike. And also, look who's up the road. I know it's only 8 seconds up the road, but the battle for P4, it's almost going to be lapped by the battle for P1 here.
Yeah, it's 10 seconds up the road, yeah. Now 11 seconds up the road. Or, well, behind, and technically now 8 seconds. Yeah, you are right. So they are at risk of getting lapped.
Now, by the way, Brian Boomsman's on the back of these guys. He's trying to unlap himself here. Look at that. He is trying to go for the unlap here. He's unlapping himself from... Actually, we're going to go back to that lead. Look at this. Side by side they go. The 13 and the 30. Side by side they go. Is there going to be a move here for Michael Hogg? He's going to go in. They almost come together. They almost touch. I think there's a little bit of banging on the door there. And I believe he still is side by side. Wolf Dietrich officially ahead. Now Michael Hogg goes ahead. He's going to go to the inside. I think he's got this move finally. And that is patience at its best. It's not a Colt. It's free wide. Are they going to hold on to this? Is there going to be a move here from Gantz? Gantz is going to take the opportunity. He will take that position. Meanwhile, in the lead, Batten and Vega side by side. Is there a move here? Vega's got the inside. He's got the overlap. Any touch of the curb this time? No. He's got the run down into turn 1. There is a nose ahead, though, for Garen Batten. Can he hold on to this? He cannot. And Vega finally takes the lead.
Vega back in the lead, passing Garen Batten. But Garen Batten isn't letting up. He is only just a tenth away. Still on the inside, still side by side. Having to try and get back at it again, but he's probably going to lose it this time as, yes, Vega does cut across.
But yeah, Vega cut across, but the tyres are gone. Look at these tyres by Batten. Yeah. Now you can officially say he's doing a no-stopper. Now you can officially say. Because look at this right now. But at the same time, Vega's fine now for the rest of the race. So, has this worked for him?
Yeah, what, for Vega?
For Batten.
I'm not sure. Vega will have to pit once again.
Do you reckon?
I would have said yeah.
I mean, regardless, these guys, if there's a caution, everyone comes in. I think we can say that with, a little bit of commitment to that. So I think if there is another caution, Batten, Vega, Blomqvist would come in. That means that Hogg, Gantz, and Halter, the other battle on the lead lap. We've got 6 cars on the lead lap, and they're all battling in their own battles. How crazy is that?
Just
I say that, I think Halter is losing out here. Not entirely sure, but yeah, that is the way it is. Michael Hogg made up 12 places now. Wolf Dietrich Halter 11 places. I'm going to ask, and Rob's going to ask me, why is that important, Craig?
Why is that important, Craig?
Because Wolf Dietrich Halter is 363 points behind Hackenschut in the European Legends. And its closest, the European Legends.
Oh.
Which is currently Hackenschut 74 points ahead of Jan Brony, and 154 points ahead of Mikael Hagström, and 199 points ahead of Gary Thomas. And then Wolf Dietrich is 363. So there you go. And also, I think Batten is starting to lose the back of Vega. But again, like I was saying, credit due to Alexander Vega. You can see that he knows how to do oval racing with that I rating. Wish I was 3K. I got to 2.5K on the oval side once.
I am currently at
1.5.
No, I'm at for road. I'm at 2.2.
Oh,
but for oval,
yeah.
I couldn't give a slice.
Monkey.
Yeah,
I couldn't give a monkey. So, Caution is out. Caution is out. Now, who is this? That is Stefan Wong going into the back of the 12. Now, that was the 12. Oh, that's Alexander Olsen. Those two came together.
And that is Stefan Wong towing. Oh. Oh, yeah. It's probably dead end. Yeah, his engine exploded.
Just look to me. Yeah. Stefan didn't get the throttle down. And Alexander Olsen didn't get that. It's hard to have that telegraphed to you that the car in front doesn't have the same acceleration as you. Garen Batten is into the pit. Alexander Weigert is not in the pits. This is actually smart by Batten because there's only 6 cars on the lead lap. Hackenschütz will get the lucky dog, but he'll have to go to the back of the line. And in fact, Hogg and Gantz are also going in. Wolf-Dietrich Hoto will not go in. Batten is going to remain P3 on a fresh set of tyres on lap 143. Yep. This is chess, Rob, and I think Garen Batten just put his car in check.
Oh, he came in. Oh, that's not good.
What do you mean? I just told you why it's good.
What do you mean why it's good?
There's only 6 cars on the lead lap. And 3 of them pitted. So he only loses 1 spot.
Oh, okay.
Wolf-Dietrich Hoto now goes into the pit. Hackenschütz gets the lucky dog, but he will have to take the longest line. In fact, he knows that. He's come straight into the pits now as well. Batten will only lose 1 position for that pit stop. Which I think is a masterstroke because he's now going to have 70 lap younger tyres than Weigert and Blomqvist. So all these lap cars will have to go to the back of the line. None of them was able to get ahead of Weigert. Weigert's car is still jacked up on the rear. But again, aero, Rob, it's not affecting him. So at this stage of the race, if there's no more cautions, you would think that Garen Batten would have the better chance here, providing he doesn't go crazy on his tyres.
You would hope so, yes.
But again, do the Bright Esport boys, do they force a single file like they have before? Pace car lights are off. We're in the business end. 20 minutes remaining. I think Alexander Olsen is done for the day. Is he still towing? Yeah. So I think Alexander Olsen might be done for the day. Christian Gantz has got himself up to P3. Michael Hogg is still P5, but Wolf-Dietrich Hoto behind him in P6. Hackenschütz, by the way, still goes a lap down. I think he had to take some repairs. He goes a lap down. That's not good for him. But here we go. We could get a we've got an issue. It's a aborted restart. Wolf-Dietrich Hoto is in the wrong place. We go around again, Rob.
Why was it? What do you mean when he was in the wrong place?
He wasn't on the outside, and because he wasn't on the outside, he wasn't in position. All drivers were not in position as part of the restart rules now with the restart zones. If they're not in position, they're not in a decent gap, they go around again. Boy, Hackenschütz has a meatball flag. Hackenschütz has a meatball flag, by the way.
He's also towed. He's retired.
Yeah, he has. When did he do that? Anyway, green flag is gone. And the NRG, the Bright Esport boys do get a good launch here. And Hackenschütz actually gone now. All eyes on Garen Batten with these fresh set of tyres. Everyone's on fresh sets apart from the leaders.
And you can just see that Michael Hogg, I'm pretty sure he's questioning where he is right now. He's just like, oh my god, where is everybody? Why am I here? but just letting the 23 pass, as that is Brian Boomsma, who is just wanting to get past and get a lap on lap himself. Garen Batten, look at this.
He's trying, but he's overdoing it. He's trying to find the gap, and the gap's not there. He's not trying to send this in. He's trying to make the move. He's right on the bumper here. He might go, but look at the line getting completely closed off there by Blomqvist. He knows what he's doing, but the acceleration out the line there for Batten. He's side by side now with Blomqvist. He should take the inside here, and the closer he can get to this, the better. Hard into the corner goes Blomqvist. That's only going to hinder him. The inside still belongs to Batten. He will get the better line here, and he is trying to catch up to Vegert. Does he make it? He's got that P2, and all of a sudden, he's got his eyes set on the leader.
Has to though, because I mean he's only got 50 laps left to do it, and 50 laps sounds like a lot, but it's 50 laps.
It isn't.
Over 17 minutes, not 70, 17, 17 minutes, and it's counting down as we speak.
Look at the lap times when they come around. It was 20.479 last time. It was 20.7 last time. We'll see them this time as they go again. Down they go. The gap is now 0.3 of a second. Batten, 20.391. Vegert, 20.587. The fresher tyres are working. And the gap, though, he has to find the way around. He can't go deep in. He can't go aggressive. He's trying to find a way. If he makes a mistake, Blomqvist will snipe him up and take that P2 away.
Well, if he doesn't take the P2, he'll take the P1, or the Batten will take the P1. By the way, just as to say, in the pro race, we have caught up to them slightly. They've just had another caution and another set of blown engines.
Wow, what are they, like lap 170?
They're on 180.
Wow. 20 to go here, but here we're 46 to go. And Batten continues his charge. Now the lap times are starting to match a bit. They are matching. 20.632, 20.633. The inside defense early from Vegert. That is not going to help him when they get here on the launch. And Batten has the better launch. Vegert is forced to take the inside line. Batten's going to hold on here. To the outside he goes. Again, if he does this wrong, he's going to get caught. They get tapped. And he does hold on to this, but this allows Blomqvist to make a move here. Gant is also there. They're almost 3 wide. That's Boomsma trying to just sneak in and overtake there. Doesn't work. Gap now 0.8 of a second. Batten has to realize he can't take the outside here. He has to wait for his line. He knows Vegert is going to compromise. If I'm Batten right now, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And the moment Vegert goes for an inside defense, I'm going to let him have it and set myself up for the next corner. There's only so many times Vegert can hold that inside before he loses all momentum.
Well, I mean, he's also got much older tyres than Batten has, and Batten will be in a much better position, less than the caution would come out, to be able to attack.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood, but he's only got 15 minutes left to do it.
Lap 158 at 200, and the gap again is closing. Let's look at these times again. Batten, now he's got the tyres cooled down at 26.69. It's a 26.68 for Vegert. So there's nothing gained at the moment between these two. You still got that little battle, by the way. These battles between the other 3 guys, Gantz, Hogg, and Holto, because of all the lap traffic, that's kind of gone away. This is the big one between these 3 drivers at the moment. Boomsma just behind Daniel Blomqvist. He wants to try and unlap himself. If he's faster, he can do this, and he's trying to do this. It actually will help his teammate. They almost come together, but Boomsma does get by Blomqvist, and that just allows Batten a little bit of breathing room as the gap goes down to 4/10.
Well, 4/10 isn't really that much breathing room. It's more like just a smidgen of a breathing room. Just enough.
But it's his teammate. So Boomsma, yeah, he's fast enough to start lapping. And he wants to try and get to Stefan Wong, but he has to lap Stefan Wong and then overtake him again to get that position. Regardless, that allows Boomsma to just play a little bit of wingman, and it just turns this into a 2-car fight for the lead now because of that. And that also means Gantz is on the back of Blomqvist. And remember, everybody but Vegert, Blomqvist, and Maroney hit it. Oh, and Boomsma. So maybe this works, and you can start to see the run again, and here we go again. Vegert takes a defense on the inside. Batten, is he trying to do an over-under, as they say in road racing? No. Vegert knows what he's doing. I don't know if Batten understands what's happening right now, because he is starting to get a little bit caught out here. There's the run he needs. He doesn't get over in time. And then he forces himself wide because he knows if he doesn't, he's just going to if he has to lift. Is this the run? Is this the run? This is the run he needs now. This is it. He's got a nose. He's going to go in. He takes the lead. Just they're side by side, but the nose ahead and now the back of the car ahead. A little bit of a slide that allows Vega to just get a nose in front as they cross the line. It was Vega ahead officially, but now the gap is gone. And Batten on those fresh tyres has the lead again as we're on lap 165. Oh, he's gone in deep. He's gone in deep. Can he hold on with the fresh tyres, though, is the next question. He's tapped the wall.
Oh. Tapping the wall is surely not going to help.
He's driving it in too hard at the moment. He's got that position. And I don't know if that's going to help, but then he's got help. Here comes his teammate. Brian Boomsman's playing the wingman role right now. Boomsman's got every right to make an overtake if he's fast enough, but he's not at the moment. But going wide there is Vega, and Boomsman takes the line.
Boomsman, hold on to your hat, son. Gotta give him a battle. Oh, on the inside. Here he goes. That's gonna annoy the cornflakes of Vega. He didn't want any disturbances when he was battling.
Annoy the cornflakes?
Yes.
What is this? Snap, crackle, and pop all of a sudden?
Yes, but that's Rice Krispies.
But they're made by... yeah, okay, whatever. But that has helped. Look at the gap now that Boomsman's made that move because he wants to try and unlap himself. And all of a sudden, Batten has a 1 second lead. And Brian Boomsman all of a sudden is the cork in the bottle. Which sounds weird when he's a lap car.
Well, he's a lapped car, but he still has the right to overtake him as long as he has the pace, you know.
And look at it, he had the pace. He's just on older tyres, but at the same time, is he holding them up? No. If he started making blocks, you could argue that. But never has he deviated his line, and he just keeps doing the exact same thing. He's in his... Just like the other drivers are in their right to slow down and pull to one side, which, by the way, you are, but it's not exactly right in the rules. That's another story in itself. Yeah, this might be it for Batten. This might be Batten's race, unless there is an issue. Stefan Wong is the latest person to the disqualification list.
Oh, Stefan Wong also got disqualified. Genie, Mac, that's 3 disqualifications now, isn't it?
Oh, he hit the wall. Oh, he hit the wall. That would have been a 2x. With that much force at the wall, that was definitely a 2x there. Yeah. Came out of turn 4 and hit it hard. And that would have been a 2x, so yeah. That is another disqualification. That allows Andy Morrow to go up to P12. Just gets one more lap, and he will.
Yep. I mean, it's still better than what poor Andy Morrell was subject to. He was getting crashes every other second, so he's at least getting up there. But I mean, our boy, who's not a cult, he's still down in 5th, but he's still doing well. But poor Vega not catching a break. He's still drifting backwards. He's now 1.2 seconds off the leader, and I am not necessarily sure if he's going to be able to get back up there, you know.
Well, here's Hacken Schutz as well, and he slows down, but he slowed down on the inside here. So now that means that Batten has to go around the long way to make the overtake, and that's going to help Vegas. Now that's interesting. And around they go again. The gap now is still 9/10. You see, that's a weird one, pulling down to the inside to let somebody by, especially on a short track like this. It's very interesting to say the thought that was Pop Rocket. Pop Rocks. What? Snap, Crackle, and Pop are Pop Rocks? What? I don't know. I don't know my cereal brands in America, do you?
What, Snap, Crackle, and Pop? That's Rice Krispies, though.
Jake Orange is saying Pop Rocks. I have no idea what Pop Rocks are.
I have no idea what Pop Rocks is.
Okay, it's popping candy. Okay, right, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Fair enough. Lap 178 to 200. And I think this might be all she wrote, unless there's any other drama. Edward Shelley has now been disqualified.
Oh, so that's our 4th disqualification. And by the way, Olsen's in the pits, so...
Olsen's been in the pits for a while. It's just the way it is. Now, did Shelley hit the wall? Oh, again. Hard impact on the wall, and that was all she wrote for him. Four disqualifications. 2 retirements. 1 non-starter. And a partridge in a pet. No, I've already done 1. No, that's all I've got.
Really?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, sorry.
Also, by the way, poor GSRC have just had another caution. And they are 4 to go, so they will have a green-white checker. They just had I think that was one of their cars has a blown engine.
So what you're saying is we've got a chance to catch them up here.
Yes, indeed.
Schutz now goes up to P10 because of the disqualification of Edward Shelley. Andy Morrow's going to get a P11 here.
Which is not too bad.
If anybody else gets
he's had so much accidents happen to him this race. But look at Blomqvist. Still challenging. Or the 2 of them are still challenging. But still stuck behind.
They can't get by Boomsma.
Yeah, still stuck behind.
Brian Boomsma pitted lap 23, by the way. Brian Boomsma had that incident, lap 23. He came into the pit, he took the pit stop, and he's been there ever since.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in P9. And there is Andy Morel getting his P11... Now.
Yeah, he just passed him.
You know that they did a endurance race around here on iRacing, don't you?
Oh, did they?
Mooncar did the Mooncar 24 hours.
Oh, I remember the Mooncar 24. Oh no, that was impossible.
24 hours of Mazdas around here. And not the good Mazdas either. Now, hang on 1 second. This is crucial when we're up at lap 187. It looks like Vega has finally got past Boomsma.
Well,
yes,
I mean, he's just
he has.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't. No. But by the way, you don't know this, but the scan on iRacing is now old. But iRacing can update it with no problem. Last year they got rid of the grass on the infield. You see the grass here on that little runoff there? Yeah. They made it tarmac.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's an effort to get a rescan.
Yeah, I know. They can.
No, that's a bit dirty. That's a bit dirty. Hang on a minute. I know he's a lapped car.
Whoa.
But damn, it's a bit of a.
Yeah, that is
a bit of a argy bargy.
And there is still some argy bargy between him and Blomqvist. The 2 teams are in battles for the championship. And that is Blomqvist struggling to get past Boomsma. And at lap 184, could be some words. There was a fight in the real world at Martinsville last night. Are we going to get some choice words after the bout tonight? I hope not. But lap 191, the gap is now 2 seconds. And yeah, Batten's got a lap car in front of him, but it's Andy Morel, so he's just going to go wide on the outside and just let him by.
Lap 190, we are catching up to GSRC, but I don't think we'll get there just in time because I think they're coming up to their white line. They just had the first green white checkered. No, I just cursed them, I think.
They got their second and final green white checkered.
No, they just
Wow.
the white flag. No, but somebody the white flag flew before the white flag flew
The big
before
one.
yeah, before the big one. Somebody's actually blew up again. But I mean, less than 3 minutes to go here. There was a good race here, but holy moly, a lot of DQs. It is a very tight track here at Martinsville, but it does look like if all goes as it is. Oh, look at
Boothville
this!
got past Vegas.
Oh!
Yeah, Boothville got past Vegas. And now the teammates are all coming together.
Oh, a bit of a hiccup there. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a hiccup there. Oopsie daisy. But yeah, that is a bit of a hiccup. Well, more than just over Genie Mac.
Now Blomqvist and Vega are in their own little battle now. They're just going to be taking P2 and P3 home with them. Got to be careful because behind them is Christian Gantz. He wants to get this podium. What a podium that would be for Christian Gantz here. Now we're looking at this battle. It looks to me like Batten is gone way away. 6 to go as they cross. Gonna be tight. And yes, the vice is tight today. And you've got to say that Batten's played a blinder here with the pitch strategy. A one-stopper. It's worked out for him so far. Gap is now 3 seconds between Batten and Vega. There's Barney.
Yeah. Barney just
Thinking
looking
about-
on. Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking about it right now. 6 cars still on the lead lap. I hate to say it, Andy. I think you're going to be staying P11 here, my guy.
He won't make the laps up, I don't think.
Nope. He'll be staying P11. There's no one to catch up now. He would need Hack and Shut to DQ now, but it's not going to happen for him. So,
Yeah, and
I
we're
think-
crossing the line. Yeah, 2 laps to go once you cross the line here.
it will be 2 laps to go. This is the last time that a caution will give us a green-white checker. So they'll come around this time
Yeah,
by.
and Vegert's backed off, I think, with the amount of with just the sheer number of and yeah, the white flag's just
White flag.
wove. Yeah, the white flag has been woven, weaved, whatever. But
Oh, look at that, though. Behind them, that's Boomsman making a move on Stromberg. And that's actually for position. Is that for position? No, it isn't.
it's
No,
not.
apologies,
No,
it isn't.
No, but it doesn't matter anyway because this man here, Mr. Batten, has won the Martinsville 300 for Victoria is for lovers. 300. Very well done after such a big runaround. He's finally able to apologies or commiserations to Vegert and to Blomqvist. You did well, my friends, coming home in 2nd and 3rd. Gantz, by the way, in 4th. And Hogg, our boy Hogg.
Hogg gets a P5.
P5. Very well done.
Well-
Very well done.
It is safe to say that Virginia is for Garen Batten. I think he's going to burn it down right now.
Well, he burns it.
Or
Well,
he's going to... Go on. I want some
he's
really
waiting-
good burnouts here.
he's waiting for everybody to get past, I think. There he is. Oh. Mr. Batten. Mr. Batten. We're going to have a word, you and I. When we say burn it down, we don't mean
You
hit the
tried doing a burnout here. You tried doing a burnout
Look
here,
at
all
Hogg.
right?
Look at Hogg. He did a burnout. Look at him. Look at this. That was a burnout.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a nice stylish burnout.
There you go. Not a cult. Anyways, while they chalk themselves up to a little bit of tomfoolery, we'll just get the race results while we wait for people to interview. As Garen Batten, as we said, has won the race for NRG, in 2nd, coming home with Bright Esports in Vegert and Blomqvist in 3rd. Gantz in 4th with our boy Michael Hogg in 5th. William D. Cotto is in 6th. Jambroni finished 7th with Scrumberg finishing in 8th. Brian Boomsma, after a good start, had an accident and it sent him right down the field into the 9th. Came back, but is 6 laps down. Hakan Schutt in 10th. Andy Morel, he still made it home, just about, with a wink and a smile. And Edward Shelley, actually, I think from Shelley down, it's all DQs.
Shelley DQ'd, Wong DQ'd, Olsen
Listen,
retired, Thomas DQ'd, Holmer DQ'd, Reeder retired, and Sean Brown did not take the start.
Yeah, a bit of an odd one. The Brown situation. We might have to ask him what's going on there, why he wasn't able to take the start. I mean, we can see if we can get some your people call my people kind of thing and see what's going on there.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's call one person, because let's call the man that is his race. It's Garen Batten who wins the race. Garen, I've got one question first to start. Were you looking for a nose stopper? Because it felt like you were not going to take a pit stop there.
Yes, that was the plan. But the way it panned out, sort of, I essentially had a free stop. I only went from second to third behind the safety car, and that actually meant the inside start, which I wanted anyway. So it kind of was perfect to grab some tyres. And look, early on, Alex was too quick for me. He was, that little bit too good. Flipping it around and having the tyre advantage sort of made the difference.
I was going to say definitely flipping it around, because you were on at one stage about 100. You're on 140 lap old tyres, and you've got Vega who's on 50 lap old tyres, which is a big difference. What was that like, trying to drive tyres that old on these cars with this much power?
To be fair, the setup that we had, every time we got a yellow and the pressures and temps came out of the tyres, it kind of reset almost back to normal. So because there were so many yellows early, and then, progressively as things went, the tyres actually weren't too bad. I've got to credit Matt from Forge in the US series for helping us out with some setups this weekend. He came up with a cracker.
So, one thing I was saying on the broadcast, you'll probably watch the broadcast back tomorrow and you'll hear it. You're an Aussie. You had good V8 experience earlier this season as well. Does those skills in a V8 supercar kind of transfer over to this car? It does feel, especially on a track like Martinsville, which is basically just a flat oval. Do those skills kind of transfer over?
No.
Okay.
And
Okay.
To be perfectly fair, I'm not sure I've actually got many skills as far as the V8 was concerned anyway, other than I know what they look like. The supercar is way overpowered, and you have to be really, really gentle on the throttle. The setup we went for basically let us get to the apex, turn it, and put your foot down. So played to my weaknesses, I suppose you'd say, in terms of it didn't take a lot of throttle control, this setup that we had. So no is the short answer, and I think I've given you a long one.
You give the long answer, yeah. Before I pass it to Rob, next time by is one of my favourite combos. It's the combo I'm really looking forward to. It is the Daytona with the Camel GT cars. Any experience? What are you anticipating? Are you looking forward to it?
I am, and a bit of multi-class stuff's always good fun. I haven't decided which class I'm going to be in yet, it should be good fun. Hopefully I'm hoping that they set it as a nighttime race too, because that's always good fun around there. But it'll be good.
Don't think it'll be a nighttime race, because I don't think the Audis have headlights. Anyway, I'll pass it to Rob.
I definitely want it at nighttime then. Let's definitely go night.
Rob, any questions?
Yeah, just to say, just how difficult was it out there, especially with the tight track?
Yeah, passing's super hard, as you saw early when, people were trying to make positions and it was yellow after yellow. And, you're really either waiting for a mistake or you have to have some sort of advantage, be it, setup or tyres. It was hard. But, and also, as you probably saw in the broadcast, for some reason, unless I was the leader, I seem to suck at restarts today. So we're going to have to work on that before we come back to an oval. It was super hard, and you just kind of had to be patient and wait. And I don't think everybody had that message in the first 30 laps, but it kind of got better towards the end when there was less cars. I don't even know how many people finished.
There was
11.
11 finishers. Yeah. Before we let you go, Mr. Batten, any shout outs or thanks you'd like to give?
I mean, just like I said, particularly to Matt from Forge in the US series for the setup work, and the other guys from Forge that really helped us with the setup stuff this week. And I suppose I need to give a bit of a shout out to Brian, who I was feeling a bit lonely up the front there. We had a team plan, and it was all going to plan. We were first, second, third on a restart, and then it kind of within 2 laps between penalties and incidents and whatever, it had all sort of turned to you know what. So I was feeling pretty lonely up the front there with all the bright guys, and Brian had the pace, fortunately, to run up and keep me company, you might say. So shout out to him for helping me out, even though his race was kind of shot. So just really happy, and I get to have a beer at 4 a.m. It's great.
Oh yeah, well,
VV long neck at 4 a.m. I'm sorry, I couldn't
Get that up, yeah.
If you're a full-grown, full-blooded Aussie, this is what you need: a bloody VB long neck at 28 in the bloody morning. Get that up.
Yes.
Anyways, I will let you go enjoy your VB, and we'll see you in 3 weeks' time, I think.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And hopefully my second attempt at the burnout made up for the first one.
It did.
It did. Pleasure speaking to you as always, Mr. Bath.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Now, I do want to actually take in both. I can't remember who Jake was. Who is Jake?
It's you've got Daniel and you've got Alexander. So
Oh,
let's
okay.
get Daniel
Let's
and
get
Alexander. I'll let you go, Rob. You've got the control here.
Yeah, I do. Yes, Mr. Bright Esports boys. Good evening to the both of you. How are things on the track, Mr. Blankfist? You had troubles at the helm, but you kept cool for a third place. How are things out there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened in the start when someone went through the apex or something. Got to take my fast repair on that one, and then just try to finish the race actually with no damage.
And also, you had an issue in the middle of the race. It set you back. What happened?
I don't know. It was someone who spun in front of me, I think, and then I had to take avoid actions.
Yeah, I'd say it was quite a scary.
Yeah, it was a small touch on the, I think it was the front right, but no damage, and car felt good all the way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, for the question for the both of you is, how difficult was it out there in the cars?
Nothing. It was no difficult at all. It was just the number 23 that was just completely, he was just out in the fucking sea. Excuse me for swearing, but he was just 6 laps down and driving like this. I mean, of course we're competing for points in the championship, but I mean, if this was real racing out there, Jesus Christ, I would pray for that guy. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't race like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that.
And what he did at the start, when he got loose out to the wall and I was free to go on the left side, and he just crosses me over. And I can't. No, you what can I do? Exactly. He just came in front of me and I turned him. I'm just in shock right now how you can be such a driver. So I'm not going to say anything more, but I'm really happy for the team for a 2 and a 3 place, but we should have won. If the car in front of us wasn't there, we have had P1 and P2 for sure. Blomqvist did a great job, and I'm really happy for the team, but I'm really pissed off.
Of course. But for next time out, it's going to be Camel GTs at Daytona. Are you guys looking forward to that?
Yeah,
Yes.
It's going to be amazing.
It's more of my category as well, so.
Somebody else loves the road like I do. Okay.
Yes, I'm not an oval driver, but the road one is my right. So yeah, road is me. It's gonna be great, hopefully.
And any shoutouts or any thanks you'd like to give both of you?
What did you say?
Go first.
Thanks.
Sure. I want to thank Logitech, my main sponsor, as always. Thank you so much for supporting me. Bright Esport, really great team. I love you guys. Overpowered, Pick It Last, and TCC, Boksbollen, and my family for supporting me for doing this.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it didn't go all the way around, but guys, it was a pleasure watching you out there, and hopefully we'll see you back at Daytona for the Camera GT stuffs. Pleasure as always.
Of course.
To you both.
Later, guys.
See you next time.
Well, Mr. Craig King, I tell you this much: it was action packed. It was great.
Action.
And it was tight. And it was tight. It was tight.
Vice was definitely tight tonight.
Vice was definitely tight. But unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye.
Do we have to?
Yes, I'm afraid we do.
I mean, we have to, but like I said, next time by, it is a race that me and Rob are looking at with wide eyes, a massive grin. It's like Christmas for us because it's the Camel GT cars at Daytona. Rob, it's Camel GT cars! I can't wait!
I can't wait to hear the Audi.
I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. But I'll tell you who is amazing. A shout out to TrackCams22 for helping me provide with some of the cameras, and also Rob always likes to thank Dougie Beard from GSRC for some of those cameras. Check out our links, of course, and don't forget to hit that like button, the join button, the subscribe button, whichever button you like. Don't press that button that makes your computer turn off, though. But until next time, I have been Craig King.
And I have been Robert O'Brien.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening, everybody.